we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the lights.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson to the 22-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing? And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They're going to run. Here's Connor. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. The Raiders at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right back to Hubbard.
And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are on the board first here in Vegas.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Flushed out right. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
And They'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run with Montgomery.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hubbard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Darnell Mooney
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Swings it to Anderson, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be caught at about the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. Fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left.
Left side, got Jones.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
Chuba Hubbard.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to the 42, 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Thomas brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Texans scoop it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Devin McCourty brings him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Catch made here by Campbell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Here's Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Rodgers.
In a lopsided game like this, they are not letting up.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 189 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hubbard.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It got his man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Rodgers again now.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Wilson.
And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Here's Hubbard.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Dancing to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Rodgers.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end.
And is this